What is up, everyone? It's Ricky572, Return a Chance. Today's November 12th, 2025, and we're going to hop on and do a market watch. We have a good amount of cards to talk about as usual, so we're going to get right into it. But we did have YCS happen this weekend, YCS Pittsburgh, and we had Draco Tail taking that event, so it caused some movement on the market. First up on the market watch, we have Rage Rose Witch. The Ultra, I think, is a good pickup. I'm pretty sure it's going to see a little price spike. We have the legendary 5D decks coming out with some good reprints for the Black Rose strategy. But Rage Roach Witch is a new card from Doom and Dimension, so it's not going to be in there. So I think this might be a good pickup. As you guys can see, the Starlight Rare has already started to move up in price and is getting bought out. They were around like $28. Now we have the lowest listing at $70. Next card is going to be, actually we do have a lot, so let's go like this in order. The Fallen of Virtuous. So it looks like the Ultra is finally worth something. It was under $1 when it released, but now it looks like we have it sitting at like $3 to $4. The Fallen of Virtuous Secret Rare copy looks like they are at like the $15 price point. I think these were like around $3 to $4. I think $8 at most, but now they basically are at $14. And we have the Starlight Rare, which used to be sitting around $80, pushing up to the $165, $170, $153, $181 price point. So yeah, that card has gone up past my expectations. I've seen this card be used in Draco Tail, branded, and I've even seen some other decks trying to explore it as like a tech option. Let me know down below if you guys seen that too. Secretarian Dragon was around like the $6, $7 price point. Then it jumped up to like $20, and because of this weekend's Draco Tail win, now we have 24 listings on the market. We have the lowest price at $27.49, $27.50, almost reaching the $30 price point. We have the Starlight Rare version at 7 listings, and it looks like this one was sitting around like the $60 price point. Now we have it sitting at $88.75, $90, going up to the $100 price point. We'll see if Draco Tail continues to do good and dominate. I'm still thinking Mitsurugi Yumi's the better deck, and Draco Tail's like second place. But Draco Tail did take the event, so I mean, some people might start to play more Draco Tail than Yumi. We'll see if anything changes. I'm putting this one on this market watch because I've been hearing that Implication Bookstone is another way to kind of floodgate your opponent. If you're able to King Kiri and get this into the graveyard and do the King Kiri to rank 5 to special summon this on your opponent's side of the field, they're going to have like some trouble getting it off the field. And this card basically says you cannot special summon we cannot special summon monsters from the extra deck. So unless like you tribute it away or I guess attack go into battle phase and get it destroyed by battle, your opponent does that. That's the only ways you could get rid of it. But yeah, you cannot special summon monsters from the extra deck. I've been hearing it's kind of like a little tech that K9s could use. Let me know if you guys have heard about this little tech, kind of to replace the what was that artifact the artifact monster K9s were using. But yeah, we have Super Rares being the highest rarity. They're at 166. Looks like they started climbing up in price a little bit, but there's still cheap copies available on the market. I'm not sure if it's going to take off. It's just a little tech I wanted to share with you guys that I've been hearing, around like the Yu-Gi-Oh community. Next up, we have Dogmatic Florida Lease. Looks like the not the Florida Lease, the Knighted it's the Thunderbolt that I want to take a look at. The Starlight Rare is at 15 listings. Looks like we had this card around like $50, and we have a couple listings still at $56 and $60, but then after that they go up to $65, $68, and then $70 on the first page. Let's take a look at what the affordable copy or the budget copy is at. We have 30 listings for the budget version, the Secret Rare. And looks like these are basically at the $20 price point. These were, I think, upon release, like $13, $14. So if you picked it up then, like, yeah, it says like 11 $14-ish. So if you picked it up then, you guys are in a pretty good spot right now. I haven't really seen this card seen play, but it could see play probably in the future when someone finds out how to break it. Kaiba Man the Legend, looks like we have Secret Rares going low on listings, and the Starlights are pretty much bought out. Kaiba Man Legend was sitting around like $8-9 for the Secret Rare version. Now we have it at, let's say we have one copy here at $6.49. Seller is offline, so that one doesn't count. We have another copy here at $7.95. That one's offline, so it doesn't count. $8.50. Seller is offline, that doesn't count. $8.59. That one doesn't count either. So I guess the lowest priced Kaiba Man, the Legend, is gonna be $13.99. Yeah, we have $13.99 being the lowest listing for this, and it was an $8 card. I haven't seen like any Blue Eyes decks play this in the current meta in our regular format. Maybe in Genesis format it's doing something. Let me know down below if you have any information on that. But Starlight Rare looks like it's also getting bought out. Was sitting around like $30-ish, $32. Now we have the lowest listing at $44.90, and after that we go up to $74.99 and then $74.99. We'll see what price point this hits, but it looks like the last sell for it was $35, $36, $40. So they are selling around the $40 range too. We'll see if it comes back down later on. We'll keep an eye out on it. We have Sky Striker Ace Zero from Duelist Advanced. This card has gone up in price. We are getting new Sky Striker support in the legendary decks that we're getting sometime in March. It's going to come with Mitsurugi, Sky Striker, and X Sabers. So people are speculating that this card might not be in there since it's from Duelist Advanced, kind of a new set. But I wouldn't be surprised if this card gets reprinted in the 2026 tins. But people are going to need it to play in March when the Sky Striker support does come out. So maybe people might just pick it up to play then. 23 listings. We had it at around like $20-ish. I'm pretty sure this seller's offline, $18.80. Yeah, seller's offline, so we have the lowest listing at $29.87, now a $30 card. If you picked yours up early, you guys are in a good spot. I can't really say whether I would sell or hold on to this, because if it does get reprinted in the March legendary deck set, then it's going to go down in price. If it doesn't, it's going to shoot up in price the same way what's that Albion the Sanctifier Dragon did, because it wasn't reprinted in the branded deck. We have Malice P March here, kind of going up in price too. We have 43 listings on the Secret Rare from Alliance Insight. This card was sitting around like the $13, $12 price point. Now we have the lowest listing at $18. Is the seller online? Nope, seller is offline. So we have the lowest listing at $24, then it go up to $26.95, $26.23, trying to reach a $30 price point. Malice is one of those decks that's still pretty good. It did take some hits, but they are able to run Shifter and cards like that, Dimensional Fissure. So people kind of forgot about Malice and aren't really citing for Malice, and that's why it's able to perform pretty good in this format. We have the Core Century, 24 listings. Looks like this one was at a high price one of like $70. Right now we have the lowest listing at $39.99, so you're not paying too much of a premium on Malice P March here. $42.99, $46.68, $46.96. These could possibly go up in price, but keep in mind that these are Core Century, and Konami stopped doing Core Century, so it could possibly get a Starlight in the 2026 tins, where Alliance Insight should be getting cards reprinted for this set. So just keep that in mind. Moving on, we have Gorgon, which I kind of sometimes when I'm doing my research on the market and listing cards, I kind of overlook some of the cards. I accidentally listed one of my Gorgons for like $1, $2 a couple weeks ago, and I'm gonna honor the sale. It was my mistake, so whoever bought it, you got it for $2, so that's good for you. But not right now, we have them basically at the $10 price point. I'm not sure if there was a deck that was running this, that did good, maybe at a regional, maybe at a YCS. I haven't done my research on like the decks. I'm probably gonna do that later. But yeah, it is up in price. We have one here for, no, it's gone. Yeah, it's basically $10 now. But yeah, whoever got that Gorgon from me for $2, hope you're enjoying it. I do have a Starlight version as well. I have it listed on here for like what was it, $100. We had sales for $43. We have sales at like $50, and yeah, now we only have 3 listings for Gorgon, and now it's hitting $100 right here. I think I picked mine up for like 60 at one of the events. I was running it in my Memento build to go into with like IP Masquerena, and it's a pretty good floodgate in my opinion. Let me know how you guys feel about Gorgon being a little tech choice, and if you guys know what deck was running this. Ito's the Underworld Monarch, the ultra rare, looking low on listings. We have 15 listings on it. Again, another one, I'm not sure why it's going up. Maybe in Genesis format, Monarchs are doing good, because I haven't really seen too many recent deck profiles where like Monarchs have topped. These were sitting around like $2, and now we have, I guess these are offline, right? Oh no, we have one listing right here at $240. If you're watching this market watch right now, you could go pick it up at $240. And then is this one offline? Yeah, that one's offline. So we have one at $240, and then they go to $548, $549, $6, $9, $9. Hopefully it's still there by the time I finish this market watch and it goes up and stuff. But we also have the Starlight Rare at 19 listings. Looks like this one started off at $20, moved up to like $21, and now we have 19 listings on the market. Basically doubled in price. We have it at $39, $41, $43 on the first page. Someone let me know if there's like a Monarch build out there that is doing good, because there's another Monarch card on here that we'll talk about in a bit. Nibiru the Primal Being, the new art, is only at 14 listings. I'm not sure if this is well, I think the winning build for Draco Tail was running 3 copies of Nibiru in their deck. Correct me if I'm wrong about that. This is the only artwork for this new artwork. This is the only printing for this artwork that we have available, so I'm pretty sure that's why people are going after it, since the other one has a lot of other printings. 14 listings, $74.99, $74.99. Hitting the $80 price point, $90, and this used to be sitting around like the $60 price point. So if you got it around here, I know this was actually lower, even lower back then, or am I mistaken about that? But I guess it's 60, going up to like $74, $80. Not a bad price jump. We'll see how high this card goes up later on, but it is up. The Chorus Entry Secret Rare Blue Eyes White Dragon, I said it was a good pickup when it was under $20, and then it hit the $20 price point, and it's continuing to go up from there. 46 listings. Last time I took a look at this card, it was like around 80, 100 listings, but now it's even higher, even lower on listings. So keep an eye out for this one, because it's just going to continue to go up in price. I feel like it's one of the classic artworks that a lot of us are fans of. At least I'm a fan of this artwork more than like the other artworks. So that's why I feel like this one has potential to go up even higher than this in the future, maybe even doubling in price. It's going to be one of those long-term holds, but I strongly feel like this one's going to be one of those that doubles up in price and is a good long-term investment. Chaos Angel, looks like it is going lower on listings. We have it back to like the $30 price point. These were sitting around like 25-ish, and now are at $30, $32, $95, $35. This is for the 25th anniversary 10 versions, Prismatic Secret Rares. The Secret Rares we have at 27 listings. Looks like these are also coming up. We're around $25, now at $30, $35-ish dollars. And let's see, I know we have an Ultimate Rare version of this card. Where are you at? There you are. 18 listings. We have the lowest listing at $35. Is the seller online? No, seller offline. So our lowest listing is $45. And then after that, we go up to $45, $45, $47, and then $50 on the first page. Let me know if you guys have any idea why Chaos Angel is going up in price. It's a really good boss monster. You're able to make it pretty easily with the Fiendsmith package. I've been hearing also that this new archetype called Elven Notes is able to run. I'm pretty sure it's Elven Notes is able to run the Fiendsmith package or go into it, and I think maybe they're able to bring out Chaos Angel pretty consistently. Correct me if I'm wrong in the comments. I don't know everything. I'm just speculating, and I should do my research more on these things. But yeah, I'm just speculating. That's what that is. Blue Eyes White Dragon, the one from Battles of Legend. This is the chibi version. I think it's a good pickup. Right now we have it at 65 listings, and it's at $6, $6.25. $5.18, $5. The only reprint set where I think this would be reprinted in is probably the 2026 10s, but I don't really think they would throw this in there. I think this is gonna be one of those cards that is gonna stay as a chase card for the Battles of Legends set. I don't see Konami reprinting this. That's just my opinion though. So I think this might be a good pickup. If I were you guys, I would pick it up too. It could probably double up in the future too. Maybe hit the $10, $15 price point. 65 listing. And it's a unique artwork. This is the only chibi printing of Blue Eyes that we have available to us. We do have a Starlight Rare version for this card. Where'd it go? I'm not sure where the Starlight Rare version is, but I think this one, I think is a good pickup. It's not too expensive, and it has potential to go up. Let me know how you guys feel about that down in the comments below. Dark Ruler No More, Decor Century Secret. I guess we're starting to pick Dark Ruler No More back up. For the current format, we have 26 listings on the market. This was hitting a low of like 27-ish. We have 29 now, 29, 32, 34.93, and then $35 on the first page. How do you guys feel about running Dark Ruler No More in the current format? I think it's a good tech card. I run it. I just run one though because I could search it off through us. Exo Sisters Magnifica is only at 8 listings. This card used to be sitting around like the $37 price point, it says $40 market price, and now we have the lowest listing at $87.98, $87.99, $95 going up to $100. We do have Exo Sister support coming out. When was it coming out again? I think it was in the next Burst of Protocol set, if I'm not mistaken. Exo Sisters Magnifica does have a quarter century printing that you could also pick up if you guys want. It's at 42 listings. This card is at $9. I would rather pay $9 to $10 for this Exo Sister Magnifica, being quarter century secret rare, than paying for the Starlight Rare like a $90 price point. This is where you come to question like which rarity you guys value the most. I hear some people value Starlight Rare the most, some people value Core Century Secret Rare the most. It's just a matter of which one I guess you guys like the most. For me, Core Century Secret Rare looks better than Starlight Rare. I like the gold on the lettering, even though it is a little bit hard to read sometimes. I do like the gold lettering on the Core Century Secret Rares. And better than the Starlight Rare. So that's just my opinion. Let me know how you guys feel about that discussion of whether you like Starlight or Core Century Secret Rares more. A Case for K9 I think is a good pickup. This is a Starlight Rare. It's only at $27. This is I think the lowest it has been since it came out. It's a search card for K9. I'm pretty sure this card is going to see more play in the future. Right now, Canines have kind of took a step back, I want to say. We have Yummy and Draco Tail kind of dominating the format. So I think once Canines come back into the format, the Case for K9 is going to see some kind of movement on the market, movement up on the market. I'm not really into soccer like that. I just watch it casually with like my dad and like friends sometimes. So I'm not really sure how to pronounce this card. It says Token. Correct me if I'm wrong down in the comments below. Neymar Jr. eFootball collaboration promo. This is one you were able to get from OTS stores if you buy a certain amount of product. These were sitting around like the $5 price point. Now at 10 listings only, and we have it basically doubling up to $10, $13.99, and then $17 here at the bottom of the first page. We have one listing over here for $95. How do you guys feel about this one in the long term? Do you guys think it could possibly keep going up in the future? Let me know down below. It was a kind of a random collaboration too. Tri Brigade Arms Masur Starlight Rare only at 17 listings. We have it basically at $27, $30, $32.99, $33.37, and then $34.89. Let me know if you guys think this is a good pickup. We're kind of getting close to it, reaching the $40 price point after some of these are bought out. We do have Tri Brigade support coming out as well. I think it's in Burst of Protocol. We have a new Tri Brigade monster, and I think this card is going to work pretty well with it. So I'm expecting Tri Brigade to get some sort of boost, and maybe this one's going to go up. Lightning Storm, even like the cheaper versions are worth something, so something you might want to go through a bulk for if you guys opened up. We have the ultra rares at like $3ish. We even have super rares at $3. So if you opened up like a lot of like rarity collection, or what else is a Magnificent Mavens, you might want to go check your bulk and see if you guys have these to offload, because they are worth something right now. It is at 2 right now, or is it at 3? I forgot. I only run 1 in my build because I can search it off with thrust, but is it at 2 or 3? Nadir Servant looks like it is starting to rebound up a little bit. We had it sitting around like $18ish, now pushing up to like $20.94, $20.95, $21, $22. This card is able to search you a Dogmatica monster from your deck, or a Fallen of Albaz from your deck or graveyard. So it has some good utility. It's a nice little engine you could use to maybe search out like the new Dogmatica, the Thunder, and kind of set up some form of interruption. It does lock you out from special summoning, but you're able to like do your plays first and then play Nadir Servant to try to go into Nadir Servant plays, Dogmatica plays if you want. So I think this card could see some kind of play in the future. I'm pretty sure someone's going to find a way to mix the Nadir Servant with the new Dogmatica monster and, build something good with it and on a good board. We have Myriologic Aggregator, the super rare at 52 listings. This card dropped down to like $2 when the common printing came out. And right now we have it at $524, $540, $570, $597, basically a $6 card. We have the common version, actually worth something. This is the reprint from OTS Pack 27. This is a $2 card, $247, $247. Not bad for common. If you opened up some OTS Pack Tournament 27, go through that bulk and see if you guys have these. Next up, we got, I think this one we looked at on our past market watch, but I just wanted to take a look at it again, see how it's doing. 16 listings for Lancia, the Ancestral Dragon of the Ice Mountain, $18, $18.50, $20, $19.49. Was that $10 card, jumped up to like $19. Kind of took a dip down at $17, but right now we're kind of recovering back to the $20 price point. Let me know if you guys think that if Lancia is a good card to tech, and maybe something like what is it? What's the name? Abyss Mermios? No, Mermios. I think Abyss Mermios or something like that. I'm pretty sure it's some sort of water deck that could take advantage of this. Or maybe there was a water deck that made this like jump up in price. Dark Magician Girl, the Chorus Century Seeker, I think is a good long-term hold. This card is at 70 listings. Looks like it took a dip down. Was at around like $8, jumped up to $10, $11, and now back down to under $10. But I think in the long term, this will hold value and see maybe a price spike up to like $15, $20. It's going to be a long-term hold, like I said. So pick up now, hold until later. I wouldn't. Does it have a Starlight Rare? I'm not really sure if it has Starlight Rare. Destiny Hero Destroy Phoenix Enforcer, the Starlight Rare, is up in price. We had this sitting at a market price of like $170. It says. I remember being lower. We had $150, $160, $168. Right now we have $172, $178, 19 listings on the market, $180, $183, $185. So it is moving up in price. Do we have hero support coming out soon that I might have missed? Maybe that's why it's going up in price. Let me know down below. Garura is a super poly target, one of the generic ones that you could play along with Mud Dragon of the Swamp. This card is at 16 listings, was sitting around like the $12 price point. $14, $17. Now we have $24 being the lowest listing, $24.74, $25, and then $25.99 on the first page. So yeah, this is a good super poly target. And I have seen decks start to main super poly now as a little tech option to clear boards. Tiny Spirits Saruya, I wanted to get your opinion on, because we used to see Sword Souls being mixed with Tennies. So with the speculated Sword Soul support that we got, these could possibly see a price jump. They're from Supreme Darkness, but they didn't get a reprint. So that could possibly also help it go up in price. 62 listings on Saruya for the Secret Rare. We have it basically at like $7-ish, $8-ish. And then we have the Supreme Darkness Core Sentry Secret Rare at 27 listings. Looks like these are $20. How do you guys feel about picking this one up in speculation for the new Sword Soul support? We next have Draco Awakening. These used to be sitting around like the $10 price point, and now we have 17 listings on the market. Now at $13.97, $13.99, $15.99, $16, and $11.66 on the first page. This isn't a Draco Tail card. This is a true Draco, True King, Draco Slayer, Draco Overlord card that you could use. It says when this card is activated, you can add one monster from your deck to your hand. That includes one of these, I guess. And it says if a face-up True Draco or Draco King monster you control is destroyed by battle or card effect and sent to the graveyard, you could target one of them, place it in your spell or trap zone as a continuous spell. Okay, so it's not bad. It lets you search. That's one of the important things. So I could see why it went up in price. Let me know how you guys feel about Draco Awakening. We have Iris Sword Soul, again with the speculation of new Sword Soul support. This one started to go up. We have the Core Sentry Secret Rare at like 22 listings above market price. Used to be at 10, now at 13.78 lowest listing. We have the Starlight also starting to disappear a little bit. 12 listings, market price 34. Now we have the lowest at 35.60. So it is kind of starting to disappear off the market. Moving on, we got Backup at Ignister. This is a pretty important card for Malice. We have 46 listings on the Ultra Rare. Looks like this one, is it starting to move up? I can't really tell from the graph. Sometimes the graph don't really, oh, here we go. Yeah, it was a $4 card and now it's moving up. It looks like we have $8 now. No, we have some, oh, let's see. These are probably offline. Offline, that's why. Offline, yep, and offline. I'm not sure why TCGPlayer doesn't take them off if they're offline. It kind of confuses me. We have a Euro English at $7. Is that offline? No, that's online. Then we have 833, 854. So yeah, these have basically doubled in price. Used to be around like the $4 price point, $5 price point. Now around $8 to $9 for Backup at Ignister because it is part of Malice. I'm not sure how many of these they run. Maybe like 3 now. But we have the Core Sentry at 19 listings. This one had a high price point of 50. I guess the lowest listing now is at, let's see, 32. We have one listing over here at $22.79, seller offline, no online. Then we go up to $29.75, $30, $32.70, $34.75. Yeah, they have jumped up in price a little bit and could possibly continue to, disappear off the market and increase more than that. But yeah, there's one right here for 22 if you guys are planning to play Malice and need one and want a Core Sentry. This one's, I guess, pretty affordable and not a bad price to pick it up at. We have next Exo Sister Sophia the Collector Rare. Like I said, Exo Sister support coming was around $9, $11. Now we have the lowest listing at $21.99. Only 11 listings on the market. $23.50, $24 on the first page. We got Magician Souls, a little bit above market price. We had the market price at 15. Now we have 17 being the lowest listing, so I would keep an eye out on that. We have Dark Magician support coming out in Maze of Muertos set that we're getting, I think, in February. So I think that's why this one's starting to see some kind of movement. I think with the new Dark Magician support, Magician Soul is going to be an important card to run into strategy. So yeah, just keep an eye on this one. They're at 17 now. Well, a couple listings at 17, then we hit $19 here at the bottom. So yeah, keep an eye on Magician Soul. Tier Elements Rukalos is a classic card. Not like old, but it's classic because every time I think of Tier Elements, it reminds me of like Ishizu Tier Elements, where the format was just so, Tier 0. I think that's probably like the worst format I want to say I've played in. One of the hardest formats I've played in. I was able to get my top with I think, what was I playing? I was playing Dinos was I playing Dinos during the format? I forgot what deck I was playing during that format. I have to go back and look at my videos. But I was able to get my top and still participate in the NAWCQ when this was going on. But yeah, it was one of those formats where I just didn't really like. 12 listings on the market for Recall. We have 124, 125, 128, 130, 130, 142, and this card used to be sitting at $100, 107. So it's seeing some movement too. Yeah, it is seeing some movement. I wonder why. Maybe for Genesis format? Comment down below if it's Genesis format. Okay, next up we have Grand Sulfur Cord Musesia. This card we've actually taken a look at and have been keeping an eye out on. Looks like it's finally low on listings enough to go pull out from bulk and sell off. 18 listings on the market. And we have this at 178, 182, 295, $2.99, $3. So like a $3 card now for Grand Sulfur Cord Musesia. Musesia, that's what we're gonna call it. 2 pendulum monsters to make. I know the Sulfur Cord archetype was seeing some play with Canine, but I've been hearing, I think, that you're able to play Sulfur Cords with Yummy. Am I wrong about that? Let me know down below if I'm wrong about that, but I've been hearing something about that. The other Grand Sulfur Cord card, Link Monster, Coolio, is another one you want to keep your eye out on, because it looks like, by the looks of the graph, it's starting to move up too. Had it at like 20 cents. Now we have listings at 35 cents, going up to 75 cents, so almost reaching the $1 price point. So these could possibly be next to, like, hit the $2 price point and go even lower on listings. So just keep your eye on this one. You might want to go and pull that out from bulk too. I pulled some out recently from bulk, just in case. Different Dimension Ground is a good kind of like a floodgate card that you could set with like Thrust. This is probably the new floodgate that's gonna take over the format. We had it sitting around like $4-ish, $5-ish dollars. Now we have 22 listings on the market. We have $9 being the lowest listing, then $9.99 and $12.99. We'll see how high it hits. I'm expecting this to go up to like the $20 price point maybe, just because it's a really good floodgate. A lot of decks can't perform under being banished to the graveyard, having their monster be banished to the graveyard. It stops a lot of decks. Dogmatic Ecclesia, the original artwork from the Chorus Entry version, looks like it's starting to move back up again. We had it drop down to $8, now at $12.75, $13, $13.99, went up to the $15 price point. So keep your eye on this one. There is other versions you could play too, but that's the Chorus Entry. It has a Starlight. I guess this is mid-max rarity. With Draco Tail winning the event, we have some movement on Draco Tail Pan because it's the highest rarity. It's a super rare from Justice Hunter, so you might have put it in bulk. We had this at the 30-cent price point. It's now climbing up to basically the $2 price point. So go check and see if you guys have some of these. We have next Blue Eyes Ultimate Dragon. And I actually pulled this from a Ghost from the Past set that I bought. I bought a box of it and I put one of these. I actually traded this card to Robbie at one of the events I went to. I think it was an NAWCQ event in Chicago, I want to say. I traded it with Robbie from which is MCO40. He does market watches as well. He's basically the one that got me into like stock market watches, along with House of Champs, John from House of Champs. But I traded this one to Robbie. I think it had a value of like $60. Then it dropped down to like $30 to $40, and right now we have it recovering back up. 21 listings on the market, $70, $70, $75.97, $78.75, $86.99. This could be because it was one of those classic collector cards that people have. Aside from that, I don't really have another reason why it would jump back up in price. But yeah, it's always one of those cards that's gonna hold kind of like a memory for me, because I met Robbie MCO40 at one of the events and was able to trade this to him, and I got some cards off him as well. Let's see, what do we have next? We have Super Quantum Meg Grand Post. It's low on listings, only 7 listings for the rare from Wing Raiders. Looks like this is sitting at a price point of $9, $9.99, $10.99, and hitting the $20 price point for rares. Is this deck doing something? I know they just got support, but is it doing something in the current format? I haven't really seen it perform. I haven't seen like deck lists with it. Maybe in Genesis that's where it's dominating, but in the current format I haven't seen it do anything. We have 14 listings on the Ultimate Rare. Looks like the lowest listing at $23.99. Oh, that's my listing. I have 2 Spanish copies of this card. If you guys want to check it out and go purchase it. Actually, I have 1. I thought I had 2 of these. But yeah, I have the lowest listing at $23.99. It's moderately played. Then we go up to $27, $24, $28, $29.54, $30 on the first page. Someone let me know if this card has seen a top at a recent event or regional. We have Rescue Ace Turbulence, the Ultra from Amazing Defenders at 24 listings. This card does have a super rare if you just want access to the card, but this one's starting to move up. It was at $1, $2. Now we have it moving up to basically the $5 price point. The collector rare is at 12 listings. This collector rare used to be sitting at the $20-something price point, $20-ish price point. Now we have the lowest listing at $50, $54.93. $55 on the first page. We are getting Rescue Ace support pretty soon in Burst of Protocol, I want to say. Correct me if I'm wrong about that. But I've been hearing that the Rescue Ace support that comes in there isn't that good for strategy. Maybe people are just fans of the strategy and want to pick it up just because, but I've been hearing it's not going to make them meta. Zombie World is going up again. Actually, no, not again. Zombie World is going up because of the Bones archetype that we're getting. Bones Call of a Haunted archetype that we're getting in Maze of Muertos. This card was sitting around like $11-ish. Now we have 13 listings on the market. We have $27, $28, $30 on the first page. We'll see if that deck performs or does well when it comes out. If it does, Zombie World's going to stay at this price point. If it doesn't, I'm pretty sure Zombie World's going to drop in price. We have Dark Lord support coming to us pretty soon too. The first Dark Lord is one of those cards you probably have in bulk. It's from Rise of the Duel. It's only a super rare, but it's a super rare that's worth something. 32 listings on the market. It's basically a $3 card, so go dig it out and try to get something for it. Super Quantum Blue Layer, the super rare is at $10 for, with only 12 listings. We have the Wing Raiders one, rare, at 23 listings. And what are these at? Are these like $5 or $8? We have $5 offline. Not offline. So we have a low listing at $5 and then $6.98, $6.99, hitting the $8 price point. Again, if you have any information on Super Quantums and if they're doing something in Genesis format, or maybe there was like a top at a regional somewhere, let me know below. No Material, the Ultra Rare from 2020 tins. We actually took a look at this on our past market watch. Just wanted to look at it again, see if it's still up in price. Looks like it is. These were like basically bulk at 70 cents, but now we have them at like $3-ish. So go dig through your 2020 tin bulk and see if you guys have these. The Secret Rares from Dark Neostorm looks like they are at like $4, $5, $7, $7 to $8 now. It says, if your opponent special summons a monster while you control no cards, you can discard this card, then target one face of monster your opponent controls. This turn, that monster cannot be tributed or used as material for a fusion, synchro, exceed, or link sum. You can only use this effect of no material once per turn. How do you guys feel about this one for being a tech choice hand trap in the format? I guess if your opponent does like Yummy, goes into Yummy Snatching, you could discard this card and target it, and now your opponent can't use that Yummy Snatchy to synchro with. that's a pretty good tech, right? That kind of stops them a little bit. How do you guys feel about no material? Jirac Megalo, I think is a good pickup. Right now, it's basically a penny stock. We have it at 33 cents, 38 cents, 45 cents. I've been seeing a lot of Fire King builds run Jirac Megalo, 3 copies of Jirac Megalo, and 1 copy of the Field Spell. So I think this card has potential to go up in the future. So I would pick my copies up now, because I don't think Fire King's gonna get hit anytime soon. It's gonna be one of those rogue decks that's gonna keep on doing what they do for a while. We have some new not water charmer. We have some new Chandler support, I want to call it. Is that what it's called? Chandler support coming out. And so I wanted to take a look at Aria, the water Chandler, because this one looks like it's only at 20 listings. It had a market price of $13, but now we have it at $15.69, $15.70, $15, $15.78. Then once these are gone, we hit $18, $20 at the bottom of the first page. I'm not really sure if the Chandler deck is gonna do good. I've seen the support. There's one card that lets you add like 4 cards to your hand. But yeah, aside from that, I don't think they're gonna do good. Maybe I'm wrong and they will. Looks like Hida is also getting bought out. Only 8 listings on the Chorus Century Secret Rare version, and it was sitting around like what, 6 months, like $18-ish. Now we have $24.97. We have 1 listing at 18, then they go up to 25, 27, hitting the $30 price point. How do you guys feel about picking up some of these Chandler cards? You guys think we should, or should we stay away from them? Looks like this one, Wind Chandler, the Core Century, is 21 listings, and it has, let's see, it's above market price at $340, but it's cheap. I think for a Core Century, might not be a bad pickup. Could possibly go up later on. How do you guys feel about picking up this one? Probably not these because they're up in price already, but how do you guys feel about picking up this one? Divine Golden Shadow Dragon Dragluskion, I talked about. It did see some play, I've heard, that you could go into it and search out the water barrier statue with it. Well, not with it. You search 7 Tachyon, then 7 Tachyon gets you into the water barrier statue. It lets you search it. And it was seen being used, I think, in at the YCS. So this one might start to see some movement. We have the Ultra Rares from Maze and Master at like $3-ish. And then we have the Collector Rare, which I think is pretty cheap for what it is, at like $13, $15-ish. So if you guys haven't yet, I would definitely come and pick these up before they start spiking up in price. Millennium Eyes Restrict, I still have yet to have a Secret Pharaoh's Rare or Ultra Pharaoh's Rare in my collection. This is one I've been eyeing just because it's one of those cards that is able to be played as like a little tech choice. It stops basically hand traps. You're able to cheat it out with instant fusion, and so that's why I had my eyes on this one. This one's currently at 7 listings, and we have our cheapest listing at $52, and we go up to $63, $80, $300. The ultra rare version of this card is actually way up in price. This one is only at 2 listings, and we have this at $198, $249. So that's what I'm thinking about. Also, that's what's making me lean towards buying the this copy of the Millennium Ice Strike, just because I don't have one in my a Pharaoh's Rare in my personal I guess collection. I mean, I don't really collect, but there are some cards that I do want. You know, there's a couple, and also because I could use this in like to play. I can't. It's not one of those cards I'm just gonna keep in the binder and let it collect dust. Like let's say if I were to pick up one of the other Secret Pharaoh's Rare in this rarity. Let's see. Let's take a look at what other. Let me try to explain it. Because I want something that's gonna see that I'm gonna actually, you know, play. I don't want something that's just gonna be in the binder. So that's why I'm leaning towards this one, because it's one of those cards I could actually play with and put in my deck and kind of like show off. These other ones, I guess Change of Heart 2 is a good one because it could see some play. But I don't know, just something about this one makes me want to pick up. Comment down below if I should just pick up the Millennium Mines Restrict, or should I hold off on it? Rimbrum, the Striking Dragon, the Core Sentry Secret Rare. Looks like it is at 19 listings. It is starting to go up. We did talk about this one and said it was a good pickup at $3 to $4. Hopefully you guys picked it up then, because it is part of the branded strategy, and a lot of the branded cards we've seen, you know, go up in price. I wouldn't be surprised if this one starts to go up to like a crazy price point too. 19 listings. We have $9 now, $9, $9.50, $8. So yeah, if you picked it up around the $3, $4 price point, you guys are good right now. You doubled up, and I could continue to see this card going up in price. Queen of Thorns, the common version, it's only at 7 listings. It says 1 tuner plus 1 or more non-tuner plant type monsters. I'm pretty sure this is for like past format, because I don't, even with the new role support, I don't see players going into this. I could be wrong about that. But these used to be sitting around like $3, $4. Now they're at $7.50, $6.65. $7 on the first page. So go dig through that common bulk if you guys opened up some Astral Pack and see if you guys have these. The super rares from Crossroads of Chaos are also up. Looks like they used to be at $4. Now we have the cheapest listing at $11, and then going up to $13 on the first page. We have Gatling Dragon, another card that you might want to check your bulk for, see if you guys have, also worth something. The commons from Legendary Collection 4 Joe's World around like $20. OTS Tournament Pack 7s around $23, and then there's these other higher rarities, but the commons are the ones I want to focus on because it's a common. Who's paying $20 for a common? That is crazy. Silvera Wolf Tamer of the White Forest, the Core Sentry Seeker, is only at 14 listings, so something you want to keep your eye out on. $38, $39.40, $39.41, and then $51 on the first page. I haven't seen White Forest do too much recently, but maybe there's like new support that could come out for them, give them a boost. Maybe that's why this card is going low on listings. I don't know. It's just speculating right here. Jurok Meteor, this Starlight Rare, looks like it's at 7 listings. We did talk about this card a while back, but we just wanted to check back up on it. The new art looks like it's at $24 for the Starlight Rare. We have the Core Sentry for this in the regular art at 20 listings. This one I remember picking it up at like $2, $3, jumped up to like the $17 price point, and now back down to like the $10 price point. Do you guys think this is still a good pickup? Like I said, it's being ran in Jurok Fire Kings. You're basically able to get 2 interruptions in the Fire King strategy using the little Jurok package, and you're able to summon Jurok Meteor twice to pop the board twice. The parallel rares I think might be a good pickup. It's only at 17 listings. And we had it sitting at like $5-ish. Now we have a couple listings at $6, $6.99, $8.50, $10. But yeah, it's a dual terminal. Did I say parallel? Right? Dual terminal. This dual terminal I think is one of those rarities that's kind of slept on and could possibly reach the same price point as one of these Core Sentry Secret or Starlight Rare rarities. How do you guys feel about that? Where do you guys put dual terminal at? Like what, and rarity wise, do you put it like above Core Sentry, above Starlight, under? Let me know down below. Runic Tip, the collector rare, we've been keeping an eye on, and now it's way up past its price point that it was at. It used to have a market price of $26. Now we have 19 listings on the market. $54 lowest listing, $54.45, $54.99. So basically like a $55 card now. Cursed Outland is going low on listings. We have 56 listings on the premium gold rares from El Dorado. So something you might have had in bulk. These used to be worth like maybe under $1, now at $3. And then we have the super rare from Secret Slayers at 26 listings. These used to be sitting around like it says $5, but we have $5.94, $6 going up to $7, and then we have $14 at the bottom of the first page. So we only have 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, like 8 listings before we hit like the $14 price point. Next up, we have the Elixir of the Black Awakening. We have a couple other, I think one more Eldritch card in here, but Elixir of the Black Awakening, the Secret Slayers Secret Rare version is only at 8 listings. This card used to be sitting around like the $4, $8 price point, $10. Now we have the lowest listing at $8. Nope, seller offline. $17 being the lowest listing, $19, $20, $39.97 on the first page. This could be because of the zombie Call of the Haunted Bones archetype that's coming out in Maze of Mortos. Maybe people are thinking of ways of mixing Eldritch with that. Or maybe there's Eldritch support on the way or something. Maybe Genesis format. Comment down below if you have any input on why this is going up. We have the premium gold rares for my budget players. These are 29 cents, 30 cents. If you guys don't want to spend money on a secret rare, you guys are always welcome to pick up this gold rare, which I know players don't like, but I like gold rare. Gotham's Emergency Call. We are getting some X-Saber support in the legendary decks where Mitsurugi and Sky Striker are coming in. So I'm thinking maybe this one is a good pickup. How do you guys feel about picking up this one? It says if a face-up X-Saber monster is on the field, target 2 X-Saber monster in graveyard, special summon both to your side of the field. It's a Chorus Sentry from Chorus Sentry Stampede. It was sitting around $3.55, now at a low price point of like $2-3. And the other version it has, I know it came out in Chorus Sentry Stampede, so it has other versions, but there's an ultra rare version of this. There's an ultra rare version of this that's worth $28, and then the dual terminal is at $6. So picking up the Chorus Sentry when we know we have X-Saber support in the future, I think is not a bad pickup for this one right here. How do you guys feel about it? Galatea, the Orcus Automation, the Chorus Sentry Secret, I think is also a good pickup. We haven't seen, Orcus has topped some events. I have seen it perform, but it's not like, performing like it was before with like Yummy and the new archetypes that came out. But it is still a good strategy. I think that Galatea has some room to go up in price. Right now we are at a low of $6, $6.36, $7.29, $7.56, $6. Once Yummy, Canine, and like Draco Tail get hit, because I'm pretty sure they are going to get hit in the future. Once they get hit, that's going to make room for like some of the older decks to come in and kind of balance out. And I'm pretty sure Orcus is going to be one of those decks that could still, like right now, it's still performing. It still could do good. So Galatea is going to see a return in the future. Evil Hero Dusted Gold at 19 listings was sitting around like $7-8, it looks like from the graph. And now we have the lowest listing at $9.35. Seller offline? No, seller is online, so you could pick up this one if you guys want. But then we go up to $13.95, $13.99, $13, $14.98 on the first page. How do you guys feel about Evil Hero Dusted Gold picking it up right now? Is it a good price point? Can it go up even higher? Let me know. The other Monarch card we have is the Prime Monarch, only at 10 listings. We do have some budget versions here if you guys just want access to the card. But the super rare from OTS Tournament Pack 2 is the higher rarity. This card is at $11.97, $14, $15, and $20.85 at the bottom of the first page. So it is up in price. Arms of Genix Return 0, I think, is a good pickup. This card looks like it is seeing some movement. It's still pretty cheap, but it is seeing some movement. 58 listings, $164, $2, $235, $240. It says 1 Dark Tuner plus 1 or more non-tuner monsters. It's a level 10. Kind of generic, but you do need a Dark Tuner for it. Where your opponent activates a monster effect, quick effect, you can banish 1 monster from your graveyard with the same attribute and negate the activation. If you do, destroy that monster. So maybe there's a deck that could take advantage of this card in the future, because this is not a once per turn effect. You could use it equal to the amount of like different attributes you have in the graveyard. So let's say you have 5 different attributes, you could use this effect 5 times. So I think it has potential. Once per turn, you can target up to the 6 of your Gen X monsters with different attributes that are banished and or in your graveyard. Shuffle them into the deck. Then you can destroy up to that many cards in the Spell Trap card zone. If you're playing it generically, you probably aren't running any Gen X, so you're not going to be able to use that effect. But this one effect right here, if you're able to make it, you basically have one negate with whatever attribute you have in the graveyard, that one attribute. And then if you use another one, that's another negate. So I think it's a good card to pick up. Only has this one printing from Battles of Legend, so it could definitely go up in the future. Zaborg the Thunder Monarch Core Sentry is only at 11 listings. This card used to be sitting around like $5-ish, $6-ish dollars, then pushed up to $7. Now at a low, now the lowest is $11.97, $11.99, $12.24, $24.99 on the first page. If you guys have any intel on this, let me know down below. Is this something being used in a past format or Genesis format? But it is, I guess, the highest rarity Zaborg the Thunder Monarch available. It says tribute. If this card is tribute summon, target one monster in the field and destroy that target. So pretty simple effect. Solemn Scolding only have 5 listings. We have it up in price at $10 here for the Secret Rare from New Challengers. Then we have the Secret Rare from the 2015 Mega Tint at a price point of $14.61, $13.50, then going up to $20. This is one of those Solemn cards that has not gotten a reprint. We have Solemn Strike getting a reprint. We have Solemn Judgment getting a reprint. We also had Solemn, I think, Warning. Did Solemn Warning get a reprint too? Yeah, Solemn reprint got a reprint in the Ready Collection set too, but this one is one of those Solemn cards that did not, so I'm pretty sure that's why it's up in price, because there are only 2 different printings available for it. Trade in the Core Century Secret Rare is getting bought out, only 11 listings on the market for it. We had it sitting around like $12, $13, $14. Now we have the lowest listing at $14.66. Then we go to $15.99, $16.49, $18.99, and past the $20 price point up to $25 on the first page. So I would keep an eye out on this one. It says discard 1 level 8 monster, draw 2 cards. What level 8 decks do we have? I know Mitsurugi has level 8 monsters. I don't think this is being technically Mitsurugi though. Do you have a level 8 archetype coming out soon? Let me know down below. Another one for maybe Swartso, since we are speculating getting to get some Swartso support. Tenny Spirit, Mulad Har, this Core Century Secret Rare. Looks like it was sitting around like $12, $13. But now we have the lowest listing, 18 listings. Is this online? Okay, so we have one listing right here with the picture. What's wrong with it? Is there anything wrong with it? Any damage on it? I don't really see any damage on it. Might be a good pickup. It might be the last $13 listing that's available. I don't know if I want to take a chance on it. Would you guys take a chance on it? But then after that one, we go up to $15, and then we hit $20 on the first page, $23.47, $24, $26.90. Like I said, Swartso used to be ran with Tenny, so maybe with the speculative Swartso support, we don't even know what it is, or if we're even getting any. This could possibly be mixed in there with them. It's just my player brain doing the thinking right now. Let me know how you guys feel about that one. Inferno Flame Banshee used to be sitting around like 25, 26-ish listings. I did tell you guys to pick it up around like the $20 price point. Right now we only have 15 listings on the market, and we have $24.35, $24.99. Then we go up to $30, $39.84, and then $40 on the first page. If you picked it up at the $20 price point, you guys are winning right now, because this could easily double up to that $40 price point once these are gone. How do you guys feel about Inferno Flame Banshee as a tech choice? I know Rizio could still make it. There's other decks that are ranked that could go into rank 4s like this one that could still make it. You're still able to go into the Nemesis package to go into Thunder Dragon Colossus to get a little floodgate on the field with this. We did lose Protos though. So I know some people used to go into this, grab the Nemesis, and then the Nemesis will add them to Protos. But now they aren't able to do that. But you can still do the Thunder Dragon Colossus lock with this card. Let me know if it's maybe seeing play. Maybe there was a deck out there that was teching it, and maybe that's why it's going lower on listings. Jinzo Layered only has one printing, but I saw on the graph it's going up in price. Was sitting around like $4-ish, $6-ish. Now we have $7, and going up to the $9 price point with only 21 listings on the market. It says 2 level 6 monsters could be made with the Fiendsmith package. You could attach one material from this card and target one face of monster your opponent controls. Take control of it into the end phase, but it cannot activate the effects or declare an attack. If a trap is on the field, you could tribute one monster, and if you do, destroy one face-up trap card on the field. So I'm not sure it will be tech that, but it only has one printing. I thought it would be fun to just show it off right here on this Market Watch. Cosmo Dark Lady, we're almost done with the Market Watch. I'm sorry about taking so much time with it. As usually, if you guys just want to watch the Market Watch and skip through like every card, see if you guys have it, see the price differences on this, you guys are welcome to do so. You don't have to really listen to me talk about them too much. I know I talk a lot. But yeah, Cosmo Dark Lady, 20 listings above market price is something that caught my attention. We had it sitting at like $5-ish. It looks like on the graph it's been going up consistently. We have $7.90, $7.36, but once these are gone, they're still online, so you guys could go ahead and purchase these right here. Once these are gone, we hit the $15 price point for this card. Could there be some Cosmo support coming out for us in the future? Or maybe it could be mixed with K9 since it is a level 5. We do have Ultra Rares from Ghost from the Past available though. These are at 99 listings. These are the budget version if you just want access to their card. Quackimura Draco, I think is a tech card that could be, that I think saw some play at the YCS. What deck made it? Was it Draco Tail that made it? This card is at 23 listings, was around $17, has dropped down to 13, pushing up to 15 right now, $17.99. It says neither player could special summon light or dark monsters. I think Draco Tail's light and dark, right? If I'm not mistaken. So it could stop them maybe. Yummy's light, so it'll stop Yummy for sure. Let me know how you guys feel about Quackimura Draco as a tech choice floodgate for the format. Fallen Angel of the Golden Land, Core Sentry Seeker, only at 13 listings. Again, another Eldritch buyout. Was around $11. Now we have $17, $20, $21.77, $27.50 on the market. We'll see what happens with Eldritch and what it's being mixed with to have these buyouts happen. DD Warrior Lady, the Core Sentry Seeker Rare, only at 7 listings, and it's been consistently moving up over the past couple months. We had it at $12, hit $14, then hit $18. Right now we have the lowest listing at $25.95, $26, $30. I'm pretty sure this, like for personal collection or for past formats, it's just a classic card I feel players like. And I think one more card on the market. No, we have 3, 4, 5 more cards. Bear with me. We're almost done. Heavily Zephyr, the Mirador, the Starlight Rare is only at 15 listings. Looks like it's kind of rebounding back up. Was sitting around 21, dropped down to 19, and right now we have the lowest listing at $20, and then we hit $25.99, $26.15, $30 on the first page. So keep an eye out on this card. It is kind of like a hand trap. It says you could special summon this card from your hand. If your opponent special summons a monster with 2,000 or more attack from the extra deck, you could special this card from your hand. If this card is special summoned from the hand, you could target one face opponent's monster that was special summoned from the extra deck. Neither player can activate that monster effect while this monster is face up on the field. So it's kind of like a hand trap, and it's a dragon. So maybe Draco Tail can use this. Black Wing, Kogarashi the Wanderer, the common, is at 28 listings, which also caught my attention. So maybe something you want to dig through bulk for if you guys opened up some Legendary Collection 5Ds. This common is like $1, $2, which is pretty good for a common, so dig through bulk for that one. We do have an Ultra Rare from Extreme Victory. At 47 listings, looks like these are $2 too, but for the common to be worth $2, I think it's worth paying attention to. The Infernoid Flood. We've seen some buyouts happen for Infernoids, but this one I think is one people might have overlooked. It's a new Infernoid from Battles of Legend Terminal Revenge. Only has one printing, and it's at 99 listings. It's basically $1, so I think it's a good pickup in case the Infernoid support does come out, or we get some new Infernoid support. I know we are getting a Shadow / Infernoid spell card, but maybe there's more Infernoid stuff that might come out. So I think just in case, it would be safe to pick these up right now, and rather than later when they might go up. Next up, we have Shadow Schism. Like I said, we have Shadow support coming out, a new Shadow card. I think it's a new Shadow Fusion and a new monster. We have 27 listings on the market for this. It used to be sitting around like $4-ish, now climbing up slowly to $4.10, $5. We have a couple listings around like the $4-5 price point. Then right after that, we hit $7, $7, and $6.39. So pick up your Shadow Schisms too, because it is one of those cards that I'm pretty sure the Shadow strategy is going to use when the new support comes out. And last card on today's market was going to be Fight for Daredevil. This card only has one printing, if I'm not mistaken. It's from Duelist Pack Dimensional Guardians. Let's take a look. Yeah, only one printing. This is a super rare. Only 6 listings on the market. That's why it caught my attention. We have the lowest listing for this, Italian, $7.99. Then we hit $11.39, $10.99, and then $20 on the first page. If you guys have any info on Fight for Daredevil and why it's going up, this is just one of those cards that just popped up on my radar and was like, oh, it's going up, it's low on listings. I might as well feature on the market watch. But yeah, if you have any info on Fight for, maybe they're doing good in Gen 4 format or something, maybe we got some new Fight for support coming in the future, let me know down below. That's going to be it for today's market watch. Make sure to like the video and subscribe to the channel. Also go and follow us on Instagram, TikTok, and X at Return of Chance. This is Ricky572, and we'll see you guys next time.